learners, hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Let's continue with our problem solving using Python series. I'm sure you all are enjoying all these programs. Many more exciting programs to be solved in the coming episodes. Now let's continue with our problem number 6. But before starting with it, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do it by clicking on the bell icon so that you keep getting notifications timely. Let's start with our problem 6. Problem 6 is accept 3 dimensions, that is length, breadth and height of a cuboid solid. And we have to calculate surface area and volume of this cuboid solid. Okay, now cuboid solid means it is in this way. Okay, it is like a cube, but in case of cube all the 3 dimensions are same, whereas here all the 3 dimensions are different. Okay, pictorially you can see it looks like this. Okay, now the 3 dimensions are, one is length, breadth and height. Now if you are supposed to calculate the surface area, you can see there are altogether 6 rectangles where 2 rectangles are same, and the area of rectangle is length into breadth. So if you see the top rectangle and the bottom, its area is length into breadth. These 2 sides, it is breadth into height, but twice. And if you consider the top, front and the back one, so it will be length into height, right guys? So this way there are 6 rectangles, 2 rectangles same. So here you can see the area formula is given, surface area, twice length into breadth, length into height and breadth into height. And volume is length into breadth into height. Right guys? So the formula is already known. Let's quickly move on to our ideal environment and we will write solution for this. I'll create a new file. I'll save this file in our folder, our workspace folder, which we had created in the past. Python programs. In that I'll save it as program number 6. Okay, we are going to accept 3 things: length, breadth and height. Okay, integer input, enter length, int input, enter breadth, int input, enter height. Okay, now you already know input returns value in the form of string, and that string I'm converting it into integer. Now these 3 inputs I have accepted. I have to calculate surface area, which is 2 into length into breadth plus breadth into height plus length into height. Okay, and the volume is going to be length into breadth into height. Now this calculation is done. We will just print it on the monitor. Surface area of cuboid is comma area, and print volume of cuboid is comma volume. Done. Now these calculations are done. We accepted 3 value, we did the calculation, we displayed. Remember guys, these all initial programs are based on variables, arithmetic operators, input output statement. Gradually we will be going with other difficult concepts. Like after completing this, we'll be moving on to conditional statements like if else, loops and all. Then we will be moving to functional programming, then data structures. All these things we are gradually going to cover. Abundant of exercises will be solving in this series. I'm sure you all are excited to learn it. We will run this program by clicking on the run module. I'll give some input like 12, 35, 10, enter. You can see the surface area printed and the volume is printed. Right guys, let's quickly move on with the next problem because I know you people are excited to learn many more programs. So problem number 7. Okay, here we have to accept a character from the keyboard and display its previous and the next character, right? For example, if the character entered is D, we have to display the previous character as C and the next character is E. Okay, but the thing is that in Python, if you are accepting one character, okay, whatever that character is, and in that if you add 1, right, which was very much legal in case of language like C, where if you add 1 in a character, you get the next character. Okay, so if you write single quote A, it will take its ASCII value, that is 97 plus 1, and it can give you 98 and then print that 98 in a character form. So in languages like C, it was very easy. But in Python, remember, single quote and double quote both are treated as string. And in a string, you cannot add an integer. It will give you a type error. This operation will give you a type error. Right, guys? And then how to overcome it? So for that, Python has given you some built-in functions like CHR. Okay, to that, if you pass any ASCII code, it is going to return you its equivalent character. Like this is the code for capital A. It returns capital A. And there is another library function called ORD, okay, to which if you pass a character as a string, it will return you its ASCII value. Getting? So you have to make use of these functions, CHR and ORD. They are built-in functions. Okay, means they are neither library functions, they are built-in. Means they come along with your standard Python distribution. To use them, you don't have to import any module. Let's quickly move on with the solution for program number 7. Right? We will create again a new file. Okay, guys. Then I'll save that file in my workspace folder. Now that workspace folder is Python programs, which I've created in C drive. I'll give name to it as prog7. Okay. Now here we have to accept one character from the user. Enter single character. But whatever character you enter, it's going to come as string. Now we just have to display, getting the previous character is, and we are going to make use of CHR and ORD. See here, what I'll write is CHR of ORD of CH minus 1. First of all, understand that whatever character we have entered from the keyboard, ORD will return its ASCII value. Like for example, you have entered B capital. It is 66. Minus 1 is going to be 65. And that 65 will go to CHR again, which will return capital E. right? Same thing I have to write for the next character. The next character is an chr ord of ch plus 1. Getting? So always remember ord returns the ASCII value. In that we are adding 1, we get some new number, and that number when we pass to chr, it will return its equivalent character. Agreed? Very simple solution, isn't it? Let's run it. We'll give some input like D. Is it printing the previous character is C and the next character is E? Right, guys? Okay. Let's move on with the next solution. My next program. Now the next problem is problem number 8. In case of problem number 8, see here, what we have to do is accept values of variables x, y, and z. Rotate their values such that value of x will become value of y. Okay, value of x will become value of y. Value of y will become value of z, and value of z will become value of x. So there is cyclic rotation. Y will get copied in x, z will get copied in y, and the old x will get copied in z. Agreed? That's all. Very simple problem statement. Just you have to transfer the values. Getting? So you have to transfer y in x, z in y, and old x in z. Now how to do it? Python gives you a very easy solution, because in Python you can do multiple assignment. You can assign multiple values at a time to multiple variables by creating a tuple of value, and you can unpack that tuple in many variables. Getting? Means what Python says is, to the right side of the assignment you can create any iterable. For example, a tuple. Like for example, here if I have listed value 10, 20, if you have watched all the sessions of Python programming, sure you might have encountered this in the appropriate chapter. So 10, 20, 30, I have listed it by putting comma. But Python automatically converts it into a tuple. This is now a tuple. And to the left side, you can give list of variables. Now what happens is, this tuple is going to get unpacked in these 3 variables. Getting? So 10 will get copied in A, 20 in B, and 30 in C. This concept, we are going to use it in solving this problem. Right, guys? Okay? Quickly we'll move on to the solution of this problem. I'll create a new file. I'll save it. C:, Python programs. Problem number 8 it is. Isn't it? Okay. Now, first of all, I have to accept 3 integers from the user. So, x, y, z. These 3 values I'll accept by using input function. Enter x int input, enter y int input, enter z. Okay, now you got it. Okay, these are the 3 values, 3 inputs we have accepted and that we have copied in x, y, z. What we will do is, before rotation, okay, before rotation, what is value of x that we will display? Okay, x is equal to x, then y is equal to y, and z is equal to z. That's all. We are going to display these all values one after another before rotation. Now what we are going to do is, x, y, z is equal to y comma z comma x. What happens is, before doing this, in the RHS, these three values which we have written, it will create a tuple of that three values. And that three values, whatever we have accepted from the keyboard, it creates a tuple of that three value. And then that tuple is unpacked simply in this three variable. So y is going to get copied in x, z in y, and x in z. Simply the values are rotated, isn't it? Python makes problem solution very easy. Getting comparative to other languages, solving problems in Python is actually very easy because Python has given you such easy facilities, that is multiple assignment. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm printing all these values after rotation as well. So x comma y comma z is equal to y comma z comma x, and after doing that we'll just check what has come in x, what has come in y, and what has come in z. Okay, now we need to see this output in the form of rotated value. Let's see. If I'm giving x as 10, y as 20, and z as 30, can you see, guys, before rotation x was 10, 20, 30, but after rotation is value of y come in x, value of z in y, and value of x in z. Are the values cyclic rotated? Yes, isn't it? Okay, now let's move on with the next problem. I'm sure these all problems you are enjoying, right? And at any point, if you have doubt, please type it in the comment box. Okay, or you can personally mail me. Many of them are sending me personal emails, and I'm trying to solve your queries wherever possible. Now these all are at a very elementary level, but as I said, gradually we are going to solve many more exciting problems. Our difficulty level is gradually going to increase it. Okay, moving on to problem number 9. Now in problem number 9, guys, see what we have to do is we have to accept three sides of a triangle. That three sides are A, B, and C. And we have to find out area of a triangle. This is general triangle. We haven't taken any specific triangle like right angle triangle and all. So if it's a right angle triangle, we take base and the height and just half base into height. So that cannot be applied here. Here the concept is the triangle is having three sides, that is side A, side B, and side C, and we have to calculate the area of that triangle. Okay, now there is an Heron's formula for finding out area. What we have to do is the area formula is like this: area is equal to root of S into S minus A, right, into S minus B into S minus C. Okay, guys, but now the question is, what is S? I'm going to write about it. S is A plus, this formula I'm sure you people have studied in your school days, A plus B plus C upon 2. Okay, so add the three sides and divide it by 2. You'll get S, and then use that S in this formula. And how to take under root? This whole multiplication raised to half. Okay, and Python is having a raised to operator. Or you can use math module, and in math module there is one function called sqrt. You can do it by that way as well. Okay, now let's quickly move on to the editor, our idle editor, and we will create one more file for this program. I'll save this file with program number 9. Okay, prog 9. I'm sure this count should go into 2-digit, 3-digit, right? Continuous. More and more programs I'm excited to teach you. Abundant of problems will solve so that you are comfortable in problem solving. Okay, you can use these solutions for your academics if you are appearing for interviews. Really, these all programs will be helpful to you. Okay, now writing solution for program number 9. Now in which we have to accept three sides of the triangle A, B, C equal to int input. I'll just give message enter side 1. Okay, int input enter side 2 and int input enter side 3. Okay guys, so this way 3 inputs we have accepted in A, B, C. First thing what we have to calculate is S, which is A plus B plus C by 2. I hope you got it. A plus B plus C by 2. Now we have to calculate area. And I told you, area you can calculate this way. S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. This whole multiplication raised to 0.5. Okay, and now whatever area we have got, we will just display it. Area of triangle is comma area. Getting guys? That's all. That simple the solution is, isn't it? Let's run it. Let's give us some input. Suppose I'm giving input as 12, 8 and I'm giving 16. So I'm giving three sides as 12, 8, 16, and the area of triangle you can see we have got 46.47 and some more precisions. And I've told you in the past solution also you can use different formatting technique to display this output in your desired precision. Okay, now quickly moving on with next problem, problem number 10. Okay, problem 10 is accept a character from the user and we just have to display its ASCII value. This is not at all a difficult problem because in the past in some problem I have shown you how to print ASCII value of a character. We are going to use one built-in function called ORD, to which if you pass a character it returns its ASCII value. Getting guys? Okay, to make use of it, very simple program. Let's try to write solution for this. Okay, I'll create a new file. As usual, I will save it in my folder Python programs. I'll give name to it as proc10. See, gradually the number of problems is increasing. Okay, what we have to accept from the user: input enter single character. Okay, but according to Python the single character also is returned as a string only because Python doesn't have a specialized data type called char like we have in C, C++, Java like languages. Okay, your character and string are both same. Okay, we just have to display the ASCII value of it, right guys? So you can say like that, ASCII value of, okay, comma ch is comma ord of ch. Getting? That's all. So if your ch is b, suppose, the ASCII value of b is 66. Getting? That's all. So simple solution, isn't it? See here, I'm giving input as E. Is it printing? ASCII value of E is 65. Right, guys? Okay, now that's all for today's session. In next session, we will be seeing many more programs. Okay, I'm sure you're excited to learn many more problems in Python. Okay, so that's all for today. Keep learning, keep watching. Thank you.